I am a CMO for Hire for tech startups. I'm not a fitness person until about a year or two ago. So I'm going to talk to you about stress and how to get fit. So my journey started about a year ago when I ended up in an emergency room bed with whooping cough, and the doctor told me that I had severe adrenal fatigue. And I thought, wow, that's kind of crazy. I live a pretty nice life. And then when she started talking to me, she told me that I was pretty type A and that I needed to take a week off of work, and I thought she was crazy. Yeah, I guess I'm a type A. So I started to do some thinking about type A, stress. How did I get here? How did I get to severe adrenal fatigue? What did that look like? So I started doing a lot of research thinking about what happens when we're stressed. So what happens when we're stressed is our stress hormones start pumping. They get into action. And there are three big components of your stress hormones, what happens when you're stressed. All right, I like to call them the superheroes of stress. Adrenaline, norepinephrine, and cortisol. What they do is they come from your adrenals and they do your fight or flight response, right? They get your heart pumping, they get you excited, they get you ready to do any sort of challenge. So we could talk about stress. This is me doing trapeze for my birthday just a few weeks ago. There's good stress, right? I was trying to remember all the different moves and make sure I did the backflip off of there and I got the catch. I did. But so I had all those superheroes talking to me around stress when I was doing that. What happens, though, when we're chronically stressed? Cortisol keeps on flying, right? It keeps pumping into your system. So we think this is a great thing, right? Like, more cortisol, yeah, give it to me. I'll get more done. But the problem is when we have more cortisol, it turns into a monster. What happens, too, when you have too much cortisol is that your body actually goes into a famine state, and that's when you're going to start to gain weight, and you can't lose that weight. And it'll give you a spare tire around your stomach. I have it. It's just hidden. So what happens, too, I like the cat with the wine. So your reward centers go up, and your motivation goes down. So you eat all that stuff that you're not supposed to do. Wine is my favorite. I like that cat the best. That was my treat. So, the other problem with cortisol when you have too much on your head is that studies have shown that rats who had chronic stress actually lost brain cells. So we lose brain cells, yeah, I know some of you are shocked, and you lose memory function. On top of that, stress-related illnesses happen. 70% of doctors' visits are stress-related. 66% of all people will end up having adrenal fatigue in some format. So, why is it happening? We're always on. How many of you are on your phone right now? I can look out. I won't call you out. We're always on, right? 20 years ago, we didn't have cell phones. Yeah, hands away from the phone. So, now we talk about digital vacations, right? We're always on. We're always stressed. No pain, no gain. Even with your fitness, are you pushing yourself? I actually know an athlete who is a marathoner. I come from Colorado, the home of ultra marathons. She got herself into adrenal failure because she pushed herself so hard, and she's now on medicine the rest of her life. So let's talk about how do we get rid of this cortisol monster. The first thing is obviously we talk about food, right? Reducing sugar, alcohol, and caffeine is absolutely important if you want to lower stress in your life. Get sleep, but not only sleep, your adrenals repair the most between 10 p.m. and 1 a.m. So if you want to really help reduce your stress, you want to get to bed earlier, not late. The next thing we can do is to simply breathe and meditate. I do a kind of yoga called yin yoga, where you hold the poses for 5 minutes. But they're on the floor, they're restorative, so you're not, that would be gross, I won't do that. So, excuse me, you guys all just got a new show. So the other thing is stress, right? Letting stress roll off your back. Animals have stress too. If you think about it, can you imagine if you and a zebra, you're hauling ass across the savannah, and you ask the zebra, why are you running? Why are you so stressed? And it says, I don't want to get eaten by that lion behind me. And he says, why are you running? Why are you so stressed? Because somebody said something mean to me on social media, right? That zebra would completely laugh at you, right? So you can take heart to that. I've got a few ways that you can de-stress. I challenge you to take one of these in the next 30 days and implement it, and that will help you reduce your stress. Just one of them. And I always like to remember that zebra, because I think he would completely laugh at me, and a zebra laughing is kind of funny already. As for me, this is my private blog, as she said, this is not something I've done. It's a new thing for me, but today I now have, in 1 year, I've reduced my adrenal fatigue to moderate, and I'm much happier and healthier now. So thanks for letting me talk to you.